Basically, this man, Ross Velarde, he did something absolutely terrible 8 years ago and pretty much got away with it scot-free. That was up until these men showed up at his door. And that's what we gonna watch today.
Hey, are you Ross? I'm Tyler Duncan. I'm with Anderson County Sheriff's Office. This is Steve.
How you doing?
I forgot to mention, he has a wife that also knows what he's done, and she helped him do it.
I got assigned the case about the homicide that happened in Pendleton in 2015. We'd like to talk to you.
This man is the one that murdered somebody in 2015. I don't think we should just be talking to him all casual about it. This case is about Ross's wife, Amy, her parents, Kathy and Mike, and her grandparents, Violet and Barbara. They all have been murdered, and nobody knew why. And the cops have to solve a quadruple homicide in one night, but they had trouble figuring it out for 8 years.
As family members, we want answers.
Bitch, you got the answers. It's your husband. How you gonna tell us you want answers when you know the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole story? We the ones in the dark. You gonna talk about you want answers as a family. You murdered your damn family. You don't get answers for that. The only thing you get to answer to is a sentence. What is she talking about? We want answers.
We're not here because we think you did it or you might have did it. We know you did it. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice.
Why is he not in handcuffs if you know he did it? I hate how cops be trying to manipulate you. Beat his ass or arrest him. Why y'all? We know you did it. Then why am I not in handcuffs and orange jumpsuit, eating 3 square meals a day, sleeping on a hot in a cot? All 4 of the people in the house was found the same way. A slashed throat and a gunshot wound to the back of their head. What was the point of the cut? There was handprints on the doors and the walls in blood, meaning after someone got cut, they managed to get up and try to get away. But all of this went unnoticed for the whole day up until the daughter, Amy, called into the police claiming that she had no idea what was going on.
911 was location of emergency.
Oh my God, I need somebody out here.
What's going on?
Oh God.
There's 4 people.
In my mama's house,
Who are these people that are in the house?
it's my mom and my grandma and my granny and my stepdad.
When the police arrived, they said this is one of the most gruesome scenes they've ever had witness to. But what was weird about it is that the house showed no signs of a forced entry, which means whoever did this was allowed in peacefully.
It seemed like this case had to have been committed by someone close to Mike and Kathy, but with insufficient evidence, the case slowly went cold.
He didn't leave any type of DNA on the crime scene. You could murder 4 people in cold blood and just walk away? You could just walk away? Obviously, the cops ain't gonna just live with that. So they start doing more research into Amy's Facebook page, and they noticed she would vent about her parents on Facebook, saying that they were narcissistic, emotionally abusive, and things like that. And here's where the cops found the best evidence. They found an actual video of Ross and Kathy arguing on Facebook.
Why don't you have Grandma come out here real quick?
I don't think your grandma wants to deal with this trash.
Yeah, I'll show you stuff.
Yep, see ya. Oh,
On top of that video, the police also found a photo that Mike, the father-in-law, sent to one of his co-workers 2 days before he passed away. It was a picture of a lot of money, and the serial numbers on that money was also the exact serial numbers found in Ross and Kathy's trailer. So that means the money that the parents had ended up being with Amy and her husband. How else would it get there if they didn't take it the day they were murdered? 2023 was the year they decided to reopen the case, and once they reopened the case, they started interviewing friends and family that are close to all of the victims and start asking them about Amy and Ross, because now they're the primary targets. Starting with the neighbor of Kathy and Mike to see if they heard or saw anything on the day of the incident.
You think Kathy was afraid at all of Amy and Ross?
No, she never expressed that. But it was always the talk of the area that Mike would go to flea markets and he would get some kind of video games that he collected. There was a good resale market for them, and that he would buy any old jewelry that had some gold in it. It was always a rumor that he kept a lot of cash and gold stuff around.
Why is that known around the community? Who just go around talking, yeah, we got that money unstacked up real nice in the house behind the refrigerator?
Because he feared putting money into the banking.
God damn it, man. I understand banks can collapse and lose all your money, but god damn it. Next, the police decided to talk to Roxy Voorhees, a former co-worker at their pet grooming business, and she mentions how she used to overhear Ross and Amy communicate behind closed doors, and most of their arguments was about money.
What was your job there?
A bather, and I was learning in the process of grooming.
When you worked for the shop, you said they were just getting started, so they weren't very successful yet.
They appeared that they were fine.
Okay.
But then I would hear arguments of them, and a lot of it was money related. Throughout working there, she'd always tell me about how she was treated growing up and all of that.
What kind of stuff would she say about how she was treated?
She told me that she was always a daddy's girl, and she said her dad he was working on a car and it crushed him, and he was placed in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom decided to pull the plug. She always hated her mom for that.
Amy and Ross claimed that their pet grooming business was successful, but the police found out it wasn't successful at all. They only made $22,622 in the year of 2013, so they were having money issues. But somehow that very next year, they bought a new truck, a new Mustang, and a new motorcycle bike. Whoa, you ain't got the money for this. How do you get the money to afford all of that out of thin air? They literally spent $35,000 on random luxury items of cars and multiple vehicles with only an income of $25,000. Where are you getting this money on if it isn't from the deceased father-in-law? And to make the situation worse, the year they bought all of these cars, their business made under $3,000 for the whole year. They literally stopped working. Where are you getting the money from?
Things were bad, and they were on the brink of bankruptcy. So when the cops found $67,000 in cash hidden in their home, they knew something seriously strange was going on.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. Wow, why would this take so long to solve? The husband Ross gonna claim he was saving this type of money for years. Obviously the cops don't believe that, but they can't do any further investigating on it because all they could know, Amy could have gotten the money out of the safe when she walked in and found her parents and grandparents passed away on the floor. But that don't make no sense at all to me. That sound like bully bullshit. Why would you see your family dead and the first thing you do is grab the money? So as we all know, this case was closed and it happened over 8 years ago. So that brings us to this point. What made the police reopen this case? Because now they think they could solve it. They found crucial evidence. The police was just looking at random cameras around the city on the day of that murder, and they found Ross at a gas station wearing a particular set of sneakers. These sneakers have a specific pattern at the bottom of the foot. This was the pattern in the blood in the house. Even the shoe company that make the shoes agreed that is the pattern of their shoe. So Ross is a cold-blooded murderer.
They decide to confront Ross and Amy at their new home to finally uncover the truth about that night.
You didn't go over to the other trailer?
No.
Over to Mike and Kathy's trailer?
Correct. I never went in that trailer that day.
So after you last seen them, you never went in their place again?
Correct.
Got your ass, bitch. Got your ass, boy. Then why was your sneakers, them pink Asics, walking around in the blood if you were never in the house, you raggedy? We got your ass red-handed, red-shoed. Anything red, it's because of you. Got you, you bald-headed demon. Look at him.
Detectives are baiting Ross into a trap, as they know based on the footprints that Ross did without a doubt step into the house on the night of the murders. Later on, they'll be able to confront Ross about these blatant...
We're just starting out with this. If you were us, what would you do? What do you think happened there, Ross?
He's the first gentleman that's asked me that. TV shows that I watch always say, follow the money. And you find out where the real motives are.
I love you. Yes, he talking himself. Follow the money. You have it. We followed the serial numbers of their money back to your home. You've taken the money, put it in your house. Your business accumulated a maximum of $25,000 a previous year, and you've spent more than that on 2 motorcycles, a Dodge Charger type of vehicle, a truck, and just being dirty. That accumulated over $30,000 of payments, but your monthly income wasn't that. And then your business was only generating $2,000, but the police found over $60,000 within your home, and you're gonna tell us we were saving this? No, we're following the money just like you said you would, and you took it. Got your ass.
The money that was in our single wide in my safe, about $80,000, that was literally the life savings between Amy and myself.
They'll hold off on confronting and accusing Ross until after their talk with Amy.
I love that. I wanted them to talk to each other separately to see where inconsistencies occur. Yes! Let's see how Amy starts to talk to see if her story adds up to her accomplice. Let's see.
What do you remember? What can you help us with? Where should we look?
Yeah, me and my therapist talk about that a lot. Obviously, you got to know finding people doesn't really leave you in the right state of mind. Can do things to you.
Yes, ma'am. Something happened?
We got into it around 4th of July or something with Mike, but he wasn't a nice person at all. Because I told my mom, look, I don't like it. My kids can't come over there until we straighten some stuff out.
But Amy has been spoken to as well. Detectives are ready to drop the ball on Ross and let him know that they don't suspect him of the murders. They know he did it.
There was something that had come up. You remember owning a red pair of shoes?
A pair of shoes?
ASIC Speedstar shoes. And these ASIC Speedstar shoes.
Yeah, okay, I remember those.
Oh, we got him. He admitted those are his shoes. Yes. Now we got him on tape admitting to the shoes.
What happened to the shoes?
That's a good question because I have no idea.
This is from crime scene photos, and these are confirmed to be ASIC Speedstar shoes.
Okay.
Inside, and they have blood droplets on them. And interestingly enough, you're at the Quick Trip wearing those shoes the night of the murders.
Okay. Yep.
So if you never went in the house, I'm just interested to know how they ended up in the house.
I have no idea how those shoes would have had any kind of blood on them.
Wow, that's pretty convenient that you wouldn't know.
On the 31st.
Well, and they never found the clothes either that you were wearing.
That hoodie?
Mm-hmm.
What lie we gonna come up with right now?
Let me think here.
Let me think of how can I lie.
If y'all left on Halloween afternoon, but you're on video there, the timeline doesn't add up. The fact that your shoes are inside of the house in blood, that's a big problem.
Again, I don't know where the shoes are at the moment, and I don't remember whatever happened to those particular shoes.
We don't gotta know what happened to them. We know where they were the night people were murdered, and we know you were specifically wearing them, and you're on camera telling us you never went to the house that day. So you weren't even there when the cops were called, so you can't sit there and say, me and my wife called the cops together. You already said you were never in that house, but we got your shoes in the house.
For me to wear them into the house and then wear them after that.
Well, that's why you got rid of them after that, because you literally telling us you don't know where they are.
So it's almost like you got rid of them.
I highly doubt I got rid of them then, but I mean...
Here's the bottom line, okay? Mm-hmm. So we know what happened, and we're about to prove it.
Okay.
So the opportunity for you is now. If you want to look out for yourself, is to really just to tell us what happened. If this was something that Amy put you up to doing, because obviously you have the skill set to go in here and do this, and y'all did benefit from the murders, okay, because you got a lot of money. We've been through your financials, okay?
We did not get a lot of money from this.
Y'all.
He's in a power position behind the chair. He could put you in a headlock and you can't move to defend yourself, buddy. You better think your words very carefully.
We're struggling all up until the murders. The money found in your safe, there's money photos from Mike's computer that match the same serial numbers as the money that was found in the safe. So it's not savings. That's money that was found inside of Mike and Kathy's house that Mike was saving, and y'all took it.
I forgot he was saying he earned it himself. Come on, man. We ain't even gotta talk to him. Why are we talking to him, bruh? Just now we're giving him a reason to run. Fuck.
After you killed him. Okay?
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you right now, we're gonna prove it. If you think she's not gonna crack on you when we do, then you're mistaken.
We're not here because we think you did it or you might have did it. We know you did it. Okay, we're just here as a courtesy. I'm just telling you, Ross, financially at the time, things were really bad. We got text messages between you and Amy saying you don't have the money a few weeks before. And you said it the best, follow the money. We did that. We led right into your single wide. It's piling up, Ross. You don't want to roll the dice on this, I'm telling you.
If, for instance, Amy and I decided to, or if I decided to take a deal,
right,
mine is going to be better than Amy's because I came to the trough first, right?
Right.
So prison time, no matter what. Amy, prison time, no matter what. My 3 kids in here, they grew up without a father and a mother.
They shouldn't have had you two as fathers and mothers because you're disgusting human beings that can't even teach them anything.
Granted, my mother would be more than willing to take them. I understand that.
We're not the ones who put you on this predicament. Now you're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
10, 20 years in prison. That's best case minimum scenario, I would imagine, right?
It's better than the rest of your life or death, isn't it?
I mean, it might as well be one of those two. By the time I get out, my kids aren't going to know who the f I am. I mean, the other option is I probably need to talk to a lawyer at this juncture here.
All right, Ross.
You're free to
I
go.
respect that.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
We're charged with the 4 brutal murders of Kathy Scott, Mike Scott, Barbara Scott, and Violet Taylor. The 2 are being held in prison without bond while they're tried in court. The couple's next court appearance is set for later this year, where they'll meet their true fate in the hands of a...
That's insane. So basically right here, he already know, yeah, I'm going down. So best case scenario, I get like 12, 15, 20 year. Kids won't know who I am either way. He already knew what it was. He ain't even deny it at the end. He just start calling it like it is. Yeah, y'all got me for this, that, and 2/3. Yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Yabba dabba doo. Got you. Let's go, baby.